Hi there, you're watching the Gardens and Graveyards channel. My name is Charisma and today we are meeting in the garden and we're going to start in the moon garden. I have a few different projects I want to do today, but we're going to start here in the shade. I'm on the back deck. We typically plant our geraniums in these pots because it mostly is in shade and it brings such a bright pop of color. So this year we're going to do white geraniums and then a hot pink geranium, as well as some white violas and some creeping Charlie. And we're going to mix and match throughout the different boxes. There's two different size boxes. These are the geraniums we're going to do. Isn't this dark foliage beautiful with the bright pink? Love it. But we have this size box and then we also have this size box. And I decided that I'm gonna try something a little bit different. In the past, what I do is empty these wooden boxes out. I line them with a trash bag, poke some holes in the bottom, and then cut the trash bag so you don't see it. But I thought I might just use a few of these that I picked up from the Dollar Tree and also drill some holes in them and just line the wooden containers with these. It just protects the wood to preserve it for a little bit longer. I would really like to get these painted this year, maybe painted or stained. And so if everything is planted in these kind of things, I could just pop them out and paint them at my convenience rather than having to wait to the end of the season. So that could happen at least in two of these boxes. I found some extra long, skinny planters that I could stick in there, and then the two short ones I'm still gonna line with bags because I really just need to get these geraniums out of the greenhouse and into some soil. So that's what we're gonna do today. And then in the rest of the moon garden, I have some mini Vista white petunias to put in to the containers, and a lovey-dovey and a lemon slice that we're going to put in the more sun-loving containers in the moon garden. So let's get these containers ready for planting. The bigger containers are already ready for planting, so it's just these ones up on the deck that I need to get prepped. So what I typically do is I'll fill this container, I'll make sure that it has drain holes because these ones don't, so I need to pop a couple of drain holes in them. And then I will fill a third of it up with compost and the rest of it with raised bed potting mix, and then I will sprinkle a little plant tone on the top for long-term fertilizer and nutrition. And then all of my annuals get put on a weekly schedule of water-soluble fertilizer, so they will get fertilized on Fridays from here on out. So yeah, let's just dig into it. So I'm just using little pieces of this Creeping Charlie to add in here. They'll root, there's already roots on there. Just keep it well hydrated and it'll grow. These are from a couple years ago. I just keep limping them along and adding them to more places in the garden. I also have these leftover pansies from a couple of years ago that we've moved around a few times. Got lots of buds on them. They need to be trimmed back, but I'm going to transplant them, let them flesh out a little bit, and then I will trim them back. Something like this will grow into a nice big plant. Okay. All right, so we have these planter boxes planted out for the season. Got a hot pink geranium. This is the chocolate pink. You can see the dark foliage and the hot pink flower, which we could deadhead here. And then I repurposed some white violas and Creeping Charlie. This container is filled with Creeping Charlie. I popped a fern in here and topped it off with compost so it has some nutrition and can regrow for the summer. Same over here, we did a repurposed viola, a white geranium, viola, white geranium, viola, viola, and then another pink geranium. So that is the back deck. Of course, I need to clean everything off. I emptied this container that had a fern and some violas in it. I propped the fern up there, emptied this out, and I had a container in that basket. Spencer just took it out of there for me. It's really heavy. It's full of these pansies, and I've had these pansies growing. This is its third summer. So I'm contemplating whether or not to move this combo into that blue pot or leave it as is and just trim it up and top it off with some fertilizer. We're gonna put some soil in this container, pot it up, put it in that iron basket. So let's take a look at all the beautiful things that we have to plant now. I've got Super Bell's Lemon Slice. They're gonna go right here in this container. And they are white with a yellow stripe. In this top container, we're putting a Super Tunia Lovey-Dovey. And then we're going to put these Super Tunia Mini Vista Whites in these containers. And then I picked up this Endless Flirtation Brawalia, and we're gonna put this, it likes shade, part shade to full shade, so I'm gonna put this one over here. So let's get some soil in here and get these petunias planted, and then we'll be done with the moon garden for today. I have some seedlings that I want to add into this container down here, but we'll do that at a later date. Only be like 1 or 2 seedlings, because you can see this is going to take up a large percentage of that container. And then we're going to top everything off with compost, and this is the compost that we got for free from our community. They do a free compost day every Earth Day, so we always go get a truckload of that, and so that's where that came from. Already topped off those containers with compost, so everything else will just get top dressed with compost. It makes it look nice. Whoa. You can see how it's got like this nice beautiful dark look to it, and it keeps everything fed, and it retains moisture for the summer. Since these containers all have proven winter annuals, I'm going to be using this premium continuous release plant food as the slow release fertilizer for these annuals, and then it is activated by heat. So when it's warm out, it releases the food, and then they will still be on a weekly water soluble regimen. It'll just be that if I skip a week of fertilizing, or we have a really rainy week and I'm not watering, it'll still get a boost of food. My containers, I like to take the tag and slip it all the way into the back and down below the lip of the container, so you can't really see it, but if I need to reference what it is, the tag's right there. So over here in this pot, where we're gonna plant the Burrala, I do have pumpkin on a stick that comes back every year, which is just fun. And then I had these begonias in here from last year that are white, and they came back. So I'm just gonna clean all of their sticks off of here, carefully, and expose their new growth and let them grow. These are the double up white begonias from Proven Winners, and they wintered over for me, so that's super fun. So there is 1, 2, 3 of those in here. So we'll get the container cleaned up, and I'm gonna plant this right here on the edge, and that'll be it. Beautiful. So the deck is done. We've got compost on all of the annuals. The annuals and moon garden are in. This lovey-dovey will completely spill up and over all of the little crowns here and be amazing. You can see this is the white with a pink stripe, and then the lemon slice right below it is yellow with a white stripe. And our whole theme this year is pink and yellow, so I wanted to bring these two pots we could see from the rest of the garden, so I wanted that to be on point, but I wanted it to also have white because it is in the moon garden. And then of course we've got the Mini Vista whites in these pots. This one, it might struggle a little bit with sunshine. We'll see how it does. I think we had one in there last year and it got overran by some other things, so we'll see how it does this year. And then the Burrala is the first time that I've grown this, so we'll see how that goes in there. But I'm excited that those begonias overwintered again. These begonias were actually up in this container their first year, and then we moved them into this container last year, and they came back again even after our very cold winter that we had, so that's exciting. We're going to be moving this azalea and moving this pot over this way, maybe adding a few other things, and of course all of our moon elements will be coming into the garden very soon. We have, you know, art that's coming in. And then in these containers here, I have plants in the greenhouse that we've been growing from seed that will go into these containers pretty soon. I wanted to get all of the proven winter annuals out of their cans because they're getting really hard to water because they're getting root bound. So that was a priority for me today, and we'll be getting into the seedlings probably next week or next weekend. And so then we can finish planting the moon garden now with some of those things. But I'm really excited because we will be spending so much more time here in the moon garden now that the sun is out and it's all planted up. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful day today, so I'm really excited. It's Mother's Day, so you'll be seeing this tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day to those of you who are celebrating. Yeah, and happy Moon Day because you'll be seeing this on Monday. I'm going to go have myself some lunch and then maybe plant some more later this afternoon. But that's going to do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're celebrating your life, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.